Hello everybody and welcome, and in this short video I just want to talk about my new surroundings here. I'll talk a little bit about the lighting that I'm using for my new setup, and also about this crazy microphone that I've been using for the last couple of videos. First, about the surroundings. I've been living in the same room now for years, and the walls were really a horrible kind of a greenish yellowish color, and the curtains were all threadbare and you could see right through them. So it was not only bad for photography, it's also bad to wake up every day and see those horrible colors. So I asked my landlord shortly after I got the Asus, the famous Asus ProArt monitor, if we could go ahead and paint the room and get some new curtains. That was a process that took about 3 days, I think, and they were nice enough to let me sleep in a room on the floor above me while they did the painting and everything. And they did a really good job, and it was really inexpensive. I mean, this room is quite large, and I'm sure it would have cost like $600 or more back in the United States, but I think it only cost about $130 or something to paint the room. And the curtains, I can't remember exactly how much they cost, but the whole thing was under $200, and it was definitely worthwhile. I believe the curtains have the added advantage is because I don't have any, not soundproofing, but I don't have, this room isn't acoustically treated, right? And it's pretty awful, but I believe that the heavy curtains there do help absorb a little bit of the sound. I'd like to do some kind of acoustic treatment here, but this isn't exactly my property, so I don't know exactly how much I can get away with doing. Anyhow, so that's it. I'm using this crazy audio recorder. It's a Sony PCM M10. I've tried a bunch of different wireless microphones. I tried the Rode Wireless Go or something, I can't remember, and I also have another set of microphones, a Filmmaker kit by Rode. I've never been happy with the thin sound that they produce. And I also have a Rode, a couple of Rode shotgun microphone, a stereo microphone, and none of them appealed to me as far as the sound. So I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, but I prefer the sound of this cheap recorder that I got years and years ago. And I am right now looking at getting a nice microphone for this new setup of mine, but I haven't really started looking yet. But it's going to cost a lot of money, right? So anyway, this is what I've got. As far as the lighting that I'm using, I'm still using Lishuai lights. The key light in front of me is a Lishuai 100 WB56, and as the name implies, it's a daylight balance only. It can't be battery operated. It's only you can only operate it by mains. And I've got a Godox softbox on there. It's not nearly as soft a lighting as I would like, especially since I may not be the most photogenic person in the world, so softer light would definitely help, but that's what I have to deal with right now. Behind me, in the corner behind the television set, I've got a Yongnuo YN216 light. It's an LED light, and I've got a little blue filter on there, and I really like that light. It puts out a lot of light, and it's very small and reasonably priced. And then for the kicker, or whatever you call that light that's highlighting the side of my face here, I've got another Lishuai. It's I think they call it a flapjack light. It's a circular shape, and it's an C700 RSV light, and I really like that. It's a nice soft light. One thing I do wish I could do with these lights is I don't have a grid or something on the key light to keep the spill from hitting the rest of the room. I don't like that. And the same on the Lishuai C700 RSV kicker that I'm using. I'm not very fond of the fact that that light is just spilling all over the room. Again, I would really like to get some lights that I can shape, some Fresnel lights. They do have them here in Vietnam, and I'll probably look into some of those in the future, but right now this photography and video thing is just a bottomless pit as far as money goes, so I'm trying to hold off buying a whole bunch of new equipment, especially after wasting all my money on that Asus monitor. And so that covers the room, the lighting setup, and the audio pretty much. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is my blog. I really enjoy writing as well as shooting video, and I've been going through a bunch of stuff with my blog, trying to improve the appearance of it. I did add a forum section to the blog, but apparently there's no interest in it. I was going to do mostly just specialize. The forum was supposed to be just for HDR video. People had questions about what monitors to use, what in-out devices, and what equipment to use, and how to set everything up, but apparently there's not any interest, so I downgraded my WordPress blog from a business plan, which was, I think it's almost a few $100s a year, which is absurd since I don't make any money at this. I downgraded it to a premium plan, which is just a few dollars a month. Anyway, that's what's been going on with me. Let me know what you think of the audio, the lighting setup here, and anything else. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.